Hi guys, it's Promise Sebastian here again. Okay guys, this time we are exploring logo design again. Like I told you in pixellab, you start from this here, you cover your logo with the shape combination technique, which is the perfect technique for logo design in pixellab. From this, then you head over to grid it and then you turn it to 3D. Okay, so guys, we are learning a lot on this one also. So without further ado, let's get started. I'll start by getting a blank page with the interface tool here. So I'll click the white and everything is gone now. So I will start from getting a shape. So I'll use this plus button up here and click on shapes. So this rectangle shape is what I'm gonna use. So I have a default square shape because that is what it gives me as default. Once you click the shape tool to add, it gives you a default square shape. So go over to the color panel here to change to the purple color I used, but I can't see it here. So for you to know how to create it, you can just click plus here, and then you see this color wheel and slide it to the purple side. So we'll slide to the purple side now, and then we'll take our slide to the extreme, and then we'll work on it a little bit. I think this is okay now, so I'll click good. Now look at what you used to know the color you are working on. Look at the color here. So I'll click this good button below and I have it now. So I will increase the radius of this stroke width. I have to increase the radius. This is the stroke width I'm increasing. I have to increase the radius of this. So look at the radius here. So a radius of 90. So I'll then slide this one so it looks something like this. So I get something like this. Okay, so I have what I'm looking for now. So I'll click this good button up here and keep this guy somewhere here, and then I'll go over to this shape tool, this shape interface, and copy this same shape now. Once I copy it and place it somewhere here, but it's gonna be in the same height, so I'll copy it and place here, and then copy another one that I'm gonna bring up. Or probably I don't have to bring this one up, I'll just use this one, go over to edit, and then raise it up so that it is not the same with this one. It has to be up than this one, somewhere here. And then I'll click, let me raise it up a little, somewhere here, and then I'll click good button now. So then I will use grid now to work, because this is a logo. We'll have to apply the grid system here in pixellab. So I've on the grid now. I'll use this, but you see these grid lines that looks like settings. Okay, it's using working on the grid. Once it's showing like this navy blue now is on top of it, it shows that it's on. So I've on it now, and I will still on the magnet. So then I'll place this guy somewhere here. So these two shapes I brought, so that they will be lapping perfectly in the grid now. So you see, let me off the grid so I can adjust this guy. I will tap on this one, move it up a little, and now instead of tapping on this one, I can tap from layer 2 and move it up a little again so it fits in. Okay, it's perfect now. So what am I gonna check? They are perfect now at the bottom, so I'm gonna check whether they are actually the same size. So let's check whether they are actually the same size. We use the grid to place here 1, place here 2, and then we check what number this one is with this 2 here in this grid 2. This one that looks like a line and then 2 arrows facing left and the other one facing right. So you click on it now. You see the number, this is 53, and we'll click OK. The number here is 53, so we are going to click OK, and then we'll check the number of this one with this same 2. After clicking on it, the number is 72, and from 53 to 72 means what actually increased. That is 19 pesos actually, because if you add 10 to 53, that is 63. Then if you add another 10 is 73. Then if you remove 1, and then is 72. So we'll have here 53 and we'll have here 72. That means the distance between the distance here, the width of this shape now is 19 pesos. So that is how you check whether they are the same. So we use this grid pattern again, the same pattern again. We use this 2 is 19 here, and then we'll duplicate this grid with this plus 2 here, with this plus 2 here below. So you click on it and then place this one close, and then check again and see what we have. So we use the same 2 is 19, and this will check the same 2 is a 38. So 19 plus 10 is 29, plus another 10 is 39. So minus 1 should be 38. So it's 19. So everything is accurate now. But look at what it's giving us. You see, it's not working well. So we increase this one from 19, we'll increase it to 20 and make this one 39. So it's the same thing. So it's still on 19, we'll increase it to 20 with this plus button here. So it's 20 now. So I will click OK, and then this one now will now be 39. So instead of 38, we'll add 1 again with plus here and click OK, and something like this is good now. And this, we can do the same thing to this one, 53, and we increase it from here, 17, 52, 54, not 53, 54, 73. Okay, we are good for this one now. So we'll get a circle shape. Everything is lapping well now, so I will just off this grid and then lock these guys from the layer so I don't touch them. So I'll use this plus button up here to get a shape, a circle shape. So on default it's going to give me a square shape, so I'll click these two here in the shape menu. So I'll click these two here, so I'll get a variety of tools I can work with. Look at the circle tool here, you tap on it to bring it up. So I have circle now, but I will have to change the color. So then I'll place it below, or probably let me change it to white so that we'll be seeing it while working with it. Okay, so we'll have white now. So we'll adjust this circle to it laps till it's lapping. Let's click OK and see what we'll have. I think it's lapping now. So I'll change the color to the same purple. Okay, so it looks like it's not lapping. So we'll resize. So we're gonna resize and adjust till it fits in. It's not fitting in. It looks like it's fitting. So this is the shape combination technique. That's the best technique for logo design in pixellab. Forget Bezier. Okay, it's lapping now. So what I will do is now, for me to open up this shape, I will have to copy one of this shape again. These ones now. I will lock this circle. I will have to copy one of this shape now. So let me copy this long one. Copy, place it at the middle now. And from what I can see that the space here is bigger. So I will have to resize the width of this shape so that the distance between here is going to be the exact size, so I won't have any problem. Let me change it to white so that you get an insight of what I'm trying to do. So from the color now, you know what I want to do. So let's click the layer so it's out, and then let's go to edit now, and then we'll change it to white again, so you get an insight of what I'm trying to do. I think you know what I want to do now. So we'll adjust to become the same size as the opening, so we don't get issues. I think something like this is good now. So we are gonna bring it up, bring it up somewhere here, bring it up. So I think it's showing. You can see something why it has to be the same size. You can see some lines here and here. That is why it has to be the same size. There are lines here, so if you don't adjust it perfectly well, lines are gonna show there. So we edit again and then adjust till it covers everything. Click OK. It's covering this side now, but not covering the left side. So I'll move it now, left. Okay, so guys, it's fitting in perfectly well now. So, and we'll have to check the size. We don't just work without knowing what we are working with. We have the tools here, we can know. So I will have to check the size of this. You know, the size of the width of this now is 19, but I'll have to check the size of this one, whether it's also the 19 we got from this one. So we'll know whether we'll have to raise this guy up, this shape we brought at the middle, whether we'll have to raise it up a little. We want to check the width of this curved side, so we are gonna do that just right now. So I'll get the grid now. I'll on the grid that I offed. It's on now, so I can start working on it. I'll bring it down the grid line. So this one up here, I'll draw it now. So I will calculate the distance again now. So let me tap on this other one and check the size. We'll have 93, and here let's check the size. We'll have 80, so it's just 13, so it's still far. So let's increase and check again. 77, and this is, we check, and this is still 93. 93 minus 10 should give us 83, then minus should give us 83, then minus 9 gonna give us 74. So we are gonna still use our grid tool to work on them. I think this thing rotated and it went out, so I will place this guy again. So we'll just place it as 94, and then this time around 94. That means we are gonna have 75. So we'll adjust this one to 75, 78. So minus to 75. So we'll have 75 now. So this is what the width should look like. This is the distance of the width from here to here for this curved side. So we are gonna raise this our circle of this circle shape now. We are gonna raise it up. So I'm gonna raise it up till it gets close to what we'll have for the width of these ones. Okay, and guys, this is it. I think this circle is showing a little bit, so I'll bring it down. And guys, this is it. We have the logo using the extreme combination tool. So what next are we going to do now? We are going to merge them now. We're going to merge all these guys. 1 2 3 4. We merge all of them together, and then we are going to erase the white color. We use the erase tool now. This erase tool, yeah, it looks more like a square and someone inside. So you click on it now, and we erase the white tool now. The white tool now is out. The white shape we placed there is out, the white shape. So I'll click OK now. Then I'm going to resize this because I made it big enough. I want it to have quality when we are going to be reducing it. So I'll place it here. Then I'll get the circle shape, the same pattern from shape menu there. Change the color to yellow. So the yellow color I used is in your pixellab interface there. So we'll resize this guy. I'll place him somewhere here. So bring down and down and down till it's the same size. It has to be the same size with this one. It has to be the same length from here. That is what I mean. So something like this is okay. So guys, it's time for me to use my grid. So then I'll change the color of this to black. Change the color to black. So I have black now. So I'll reduce the opacity with the opacity tool. This is the color tool. This is the color tool we just used. Click on it and change to whatever color, which is black. We clicked OK. Then we use the opacity tool. Reduce the opacity to 40. And then this yellow should have the same black and opacity reduced to 42 to 40. So I'll reduce the opacity again of the board to 40. So I'm good now. So then I'll bring in my lines from shape. It's giving me a square shape, so I'll resize this guy to be really tiny. Change the color to black, and I'm good now. But it's bold. We use really tiny lines, tiny lines. So I'll resize this guy to really be small, and I'll off this enable. What this enable does is, once it's on, if you are resizing the width, is resizing the height also. So but once you off it, and then you can resize only the height. But if you want to resize the two of them together, you can on it. Okay, that is the work. We'll click good now and see whether it's tiny enough. I think this is tiny enough, so I'll resize the height only. So I'll off this enables to, so that I can resize only the height. So I think this length is okay now for me. So I think this height is okay for me. This width is okay for me. So I start placing my lines. So then I'll copy these lines. I talked about how this grid works. Okay, so if you don't know how it works, if you don't understand it, instead of cramming it, I have a video, the other logo design video I did. I explained how it works and how to use it. So if you understand the concept, you are easily going to be understanding what I'm doing. But if you don't understand the concept, you won't be understanding what I'm doing now. So I'll place the lines. So guys, we'll place the lines, we'll place them to fit in. I think this is okay. And then we'll copy this again. If you don't understand why I'm placing these lines like this, you might consider watching my other video on logo design. My other logo design video, the swing one, I explained this really well so that you understand it in depth. So then I'll get a circle shape this time around from the same shape menu, and then gradient. I'll use a transparent color. If you don't know how to get transparent color, you can choose one of the colors you have in your transparency. I think you have this color there. If you click on it, use this plus button, then you see all these things are color holders. They're more like color plates. So you click on any one and use the color, this color icon that is still on the color menu in alphabet interface. You click on it now. Take this slider, this last one to the extreme one. Take this other one also. Click on the same color to take to the extreme, and you click good, and that is it. You've created a transparent color which will affect on shape and remove the color entirely. So we'll then add stroke of 1 now, and then resize it to fit in what we are trying to place it. So we'll resize this guy now so it fits in. So we'll resize till it fits in. Okay, so let's move with our position to see what we'll get. Okay, this is good now. I'm done with this. So then you see our this thing is not aligned. Our circle up there is not aligned, so we are gonna align it to fit in with those lines. They should be the same. It should be the same size with those lines. So then we zoom this guy so we can work on this shape now. I will remove the zoom button and touch on it, so I'll resize it till it fits in. It laps with these two lines, so I think it's lapping now. So then I'll zoom out and copy this other circle. This one, I'll copy this other circle now, and then off the zoom button. Then I'm gonna place it somewhere here, but from a edit, because if I don't use edit now, if I resize this guy, the width will reduce. So the width of this outline circle. So I'll go over to edit now and then place it there. Start working on it. I think something like this is good now. So I'll use the position tool to start moving it and see what I have. I think it fits in perfectly well. So I will copy it again now, because if it fits in here, it's gonna fit in here also. So I'll use the position tool to move it. I'm gonna move still. It fits in here. So I think it's fitting in now on this. So but I think it didn't lap really well. So I will zoom this one now and work on this. So it didn't actually lap really well, because it looks like this one is a little bigger. So we're just really small, so it laps. Okay, so I'm gonna move this guy left. It's okay now. So then I will zoom out, and then this same circle that I used now, still copy it again, and then bring it somewhere here. But I'll off this guy now, bring it somewhere here. So then I'll go over to the edit again, and then I think I clicked something I'm not supposed to click. I'll go over to edit and then resize it the more, and then I'll click good. I will bring it down to place it somewhere here. So bring it down to place it somewhere there now. So we'll move. We are gonna move up now. Okay, so I'll move it left now to lapping really well. Okay guys, then it's left for me to place this other one, but I'll copy from these ones now, these other circles, to place on this one also. Copy from this one now to place here. Okay, you see everything is perfectly fitting in now. You see, so since this one worked this side, it also worked this side. So this is the grid system. If you actually don't understand how this thing was placed like this and why, try go watching my other video on logo. You understand it in depth. Okay, so it's time for us to make it 3D, look 3D. So we'll remove all these lines. Remove all these lines, remove all these lines, remove all these lines. So then this also, I'll then increase the opacity so that it will be normal. So the opacity is okay now. So I'll change the color to purple. This is the purple color we used, and then I'll head over to this one, increase the opacity, and change to the yellow color we used, the yellow color we used for it. That's what I'm gonna change it to. So I've changed to it now. So then I'll go over to inner shadow. That is what I use for the 3D. I want you guys to learn this trick. It's a trick I use sometime in pixellab. But so you click inner shadow now, you on it, and then you reduce the blur radius to 0, and then change to whatever color you want to make to appear in the whatever color you want to appear as the 3D color, you know. You then use the inner shadow to maneuver the color. So you will use X button now to bring this thing up. So you see what I'm doing? I'm using the X offset to offset. It's more like I'm adding an inner shadow, but the blur radius is not blurred. You see, if it's blurred now, look at what it's gonna give me. So I'm gonna make it sharp, so it looks as if I added another shape. So then the same thing is what I'm gonna do to the circle. Inner shadow, reduce blur radius, and then you use this color as the inner shadow. Then I'll offset Y. Okay, minus 13. Okay guys, this is it. Okay, it's not hard, it's just simple. You have to learn the shape combination technique. That is the best technique you can use for your logo design. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to share this awesome video if you enjoyed watching it, and click the subscription button and bell button for notification, and you know, whenever I upload an awesome video like this. Okay, so guys, don't forget, keep creating.